Welcome to this quick review of Japanese Uncovered by Olly Richards. He's the founder of iwillteachyourlanguage.com. I have done a few of these quick looks before where I looked at language learning software and apps, other courses, and just showed you what was inside and what you could expect if you were to start learning a language with any of them. If you like that kind of content, if you want to see more app reviews, if you want to see more crazy videos about learning languages, then do subscribe to the Actual Fluency channel, where I plan to have a lot more videos like that coming out, where we take a look at some of the apps, courses, and methods out there today and see if they stand up and if they're actually worth the money, or if they're free, useful to learn languages with at least. So yeah, this is just a quick view into Japanese Uncovered, which is one of the more comprehensive beginner courses for Japanese out there, especially one that you can learn on your own online compared to taking classes or going to school. If you do want more information about Japanese Uncovered, I have written a full blog review about it in text form, and you can check the link in the description below for that. That includes everything you find in the course. In this video, I'm just going to do a quick brief overview because people who have seen maybe the sales page for the course or they've heard about the course might just want to see, well, what does it actually look like inside? And that's why I'm recording this video for you today. So, in case you don't know Uncovered, it's a story-based method, which means that during the 20 chapters that the course encompasses, which by the way is a ton of language learning content, you follow along in a story, and that's the main kind of learning way. And after each chapter of the story, there are various tutors, and Olly himself also makes an appearance in teaching useful information about Japanese along the way. So you see these modules here. By the way, let me just scroll down for you so you can see just how much there is to get done. The Uncovered courses promise new learners to reach lower intermediate levels, actually, or upper beginner levels, right there in that B2, A1 segment if you're using the European framework. But anyway, let's just have a quick look at some of these lessons, what they look like. So you have an introduction, then you have the story itself, and I think we'll start there because the introduction is not super interesting at this point. And a little bit of a great snapshot of Olly here, giving you instructions how to follow along the text, and then you get normal speed audio, slow audio, and then we've got the transcript. So this is the transcript, and a question a lot of people asking, what is the what kind of scripts are being taught, and I'm going to get into that in just a second. But the short answer is that basically Japanese Uncovered tries to teach you all of the scripts, not at the same time. But what I like about Japanese Uncovered is that they don't overly rely on this Romaji transcription method where it looks like or use English letters to describe it basically. And they won't use that for long, but they do have both the kana and kanji version in for every chapter as well. So you read through it and then you go to the English translation to kind of get an idea for the language, not expecting to understand a whole lot at this point, and then it's time to dive into the various sections. So here's a vocabulary lesson with Olly. Here's a grammar lesson about some of the concepts from the text, again with Olly. It's a pronunciation lesson, and now the Japanese speaker I comes in and helps you with your pronunciation. And then we've got the script, the initial learning of hiragana, and let's see what we got here. I mean, look at the so beautiful the penmanship, isn't it? Wow, yeah. And then you've got the transcript with a combination of the alphabets or characters, and then you've got character charts. Then you've got a culture lesson, Kigo lesson, which is the honorifics. Then you have speaking activities, and this is quite a cool one, I think, because Uncovered doesn't provide, there's no direct sort of one-on-one talking with a teacher or anything included. It is meant to be a self-study course, but if you do want to go use a teacher, which I think is fantastic, You can use somewhere like Prebly.com, which is a tutoring platform to find a Japanese tutor. And then you give them these handouts here, and it's basically what you've gone over in the course so far, which I think is very cool. And you can kind of give this to the teacher, and they'll help you with what you know. Then there's a little review quiz, a progress report. So just in case you need help with anything. And then we've got the additional resources that we mentioned, the audios and the text in the different scripts and alphabets. So that's basically it. It doesn't deviate too much per lesson, but as you can see, there's a ton of stuff to dive into. And the cool part is, as you go along, the elements are sort of, your language, your Japanese language is sort of built up by these pieces and elements. So by the time you get to the last parts of the story, suddenly you start to understand much more. Even though if you look at this first time, you might think, wow, there's none of this makes sense, right? So all in all, in conclusion, I would say that the Japanese Uncovered is, if not the best, it's definitely one of the best self-study courses out there for learning Japanese from beginner level, i.e. nothing, to sort of upper beginner, intermediate level by the end. With the 20 modules, you're really expected to repeat some of the content quite a lot before it makes sense, especially for Japanese, which is so different than what English speakers are normally used to. So you've got 100, maybe 200 or 300 of hours worth of content here that you can use to get to that level of Japanese. So yeah, all in all, I think I would highly recommend it. Obviously, I haven't used it myself. I don't speak Japanese, and it's not the languages that I'm interested in learning at the minute, but I did write up the full kind of review of what you get inside. This was just a quick, brief look. But if you enjoy language software and you're interested in more videos like this one, definitely throw me a subscribe by subscribing to the Actual Fluency channel, and hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, which we all like and enjoy. And let me know what kind of software or tools or methods you want me to review. I will be answering every comment. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.